Welcome back for the mobile game fanatics. MyTyme here with MyNBA2k18, and we're going to start on a somber note. I cannot show you a pro DeAndre Jordan. Yes, that's right. I finished 540 something. I went to sleep, thought I'd done enough, and I ended up out of the ranks. So unfortunately, one man's rubbish is another man's gold. Those of you who don't enjoy the event, you have got the Gauntlet coming up. So it's good news for you. Those of you who do enjoy King of the Court or don't mind playing it and manage to get that card, then congratulations. He will be useful in the forthcoming weeks, probably even months. You'll get some use out of him. So a bit gutted I didn't get him, but we do move onwards and upwards. I have some other pros to show, some pulls, etc. over the last few days, which we will come to in just a moment. We'll come back to the Gauntlet. Let's have a look at pick and win first. One of the new changes. If I click on it here, you'll see that you need to have the MyNBA2k18 game on a console. I don't play my PlayStation. I haven't played it for years. I've only ever played one game on it, and that's for half an hour. No, actually 40 minutes I think it was. So it's collecting dust. Is it worth me getting the game? Is the game good to play? How does it synergize here? Pick and win, if you're unsure, it's going to be about predicting results, etc., and winning VC, I believe, as a result of whatever your predictions are. Is it going to have a big impact in the game or not? I don't know. Let me know. Is it worth something for me getting into, or is it just something on the side that I'm not really going to notice? I'd appreciate your opinions in the comment section below. I am in a playoff. I just energized, I forgot about it, and I will show you that later. I haven't shown you any rewards recently, although I have got some good rewards from it. We've also got head to head, which will be coming up for the new month pretty soon, and there are some new packs in the store which we will come to. So let's just start off first of all at what has gone on with the team. I'm going to show you the cards, the more, should we say, my more, not so much recent cards, but the more cards which people are actually interested in. So as we scroll down here, Brook Lopez now has a picture. He's no longer a shadow of his former self. It's not a very good picture. His head looks very disproportionate to the rest of his body. But you might notice on the right hand side over here, one of the main changes we have is the ability to swap your image. Now it is up on the forums. They have said that they brought out image swapping. You can change the image for an alternate. If you were to click on this image, it would show you a list of other cards you have and those images, and you could subsequently swap them across. Now very similar, or exactly the same process basically as they already have in WWE Supercard, but it is new to the NBA. And why is that good? Well, it's good because it means that you can give a little bit of customization to your cards. It doesn't change the card stats, it doesn't make it any better or any worse dependent upon the image. What it does is give you a bit of individuality, or if also you're lucky enough to get some images which not everyone else will have, for example foil images, or offer these new packs with the Throwback Thursdays and these autumn packs which come out, you can show them on your regular cards. So let's come back and show that in a moment. For example, this Kemba Walker, which I already had the foil, if I were to click on here, I can put on his regular one if I so wish to, or I can obviously change him back to Kemba, the Kemba, and he's a away version of it. See, so that's what it does. It allows you to change. So for some cards there won't be any alternative images yet, but they'll probably come out, and for other more popular cards you will have other images, and I can show you some in a moment as we scroll down. So I now have Pau Gasol on my team. I've got DeMarcus Cousins from before. I've got Giannis. Let's just start by saying the Greek Freak because I can pronounce that. But Giannis Antetokounmpo in here as well, which I'm finishing proing up. I've got Kyrie Irving, which was a board pull. I think Powell was actually a result from a playoff win. I've got Jokic as well, which was also a playoff win. I've got a Kemba Walker Pro here to work on. Again, pulled from the board. Got me another Pro, but you've already seen Carmelo Anthony. I think you've seen Paul George. I got one of these Paul Georges. Which one did I get off the board and which one was from a season before? I'm not too sure, but as you can see, I've got pulled another Jokic the other day, working on. He'll be a pro pretty soon. I've got Chris Paul as well and DeMar DeRozan off the board. So I've actually done quite well with pulls recently, let alone going into the Epic Prime tier, kind of not worrying about those too much. So we're going to be able to work on this as a pro. I've got to level up my Kemba Walker, still got to finish him leveling up that Greek Freak, and this is going to all help me moving into the Gauntlet, which we'll come to in a moment. Now if I click on Lonzo Ball here, let me just show you. Lonzo Ball's got his image. Those of you who like that image or want to get a different one, here we go. Now you see his actual images, which were grayed out before, have been replaced. Let's just say hypothetically I wanted this foil version of him. There we go, Lonzo Ball is now up on there. That image from that epic foil is on here. If I close it down, he'll become my image, and this is the kind of customization you can get. So it is pretty cool. It's just a cosmetic thing, but it's a way for people to, especially with players that you like or images that you like, you can kind of keep them and take them with you throughout the tiers. And obviously as new images become available, it allows people to have a bit more customization and kind of do more to the game than just tap and click. So yeah, I'm a fan of it. I wasn't to begin with when it's come out in WWE, but to be fair, it's not a bad addition. Now the Gauntlet, let's have a look. Reading from the forum, they have basically said that the Gauntlet was formerly the Road to the Championship, but they've renamed it the Gauntlet. Now the reason why they renamed it the Gauntlet is just so that they can offer a variety of cards, as opposed to offering only cards which are for teams who have won a championship, or even worse, cards for teams who hadn't won a championship. So all they've basically done is change the name. Okay, there is people saying that Road to Championship was gone. It was, you know, the Gauntlet. What were they going to do different from? And I will put this up here and scroll it down, and you can read it yourself. I won't read it for you guys. All they have gone and done is change the name. So essentially, they've allowed them to be more creative with the cards that they offer and the kind of route. So they can basically, they'll be able to play it. So as weeks go on, people that are hot, on fire, doing well, etc, controversial, they'll be able to bring those cards in as the event cards, rather than having to base it around a predetermined year of. So that's what they're doing. So here we have got a Jahlil Okafor, okay, as the rare foil. So what's worth noting before we go through, you will not get any pros through this apart from the event card. However, obviously if you have these cards already in your catalogue, they can make pros use. So it's going to be really interesting. It's a bit like WWE Supercard here, where each week that the Gauntlet's out, you're going to be looking to see what cards you can add to your deck, what cards are going to make pros, and which are going to actually help your team, as well as obviously collecting all these extra images. So Jahlil Okafor here, and then we move on to ultra rare foil Patrick Beverley. Okay, so for people just starting out, these cards should be relatively easy to get, and they might get you some pros that are foils. Obviously they're going to be stronger than the regular cards. As we move forward, you see a Derrick Rose here in the Cavs as an epic non-foil, and then we also have him as an epic foil. So as you can just see with the two cards next to each other, the foil is better in every single stat, in every single way. Okay, it is a better card. The two images are different, they cannot be combined together to make a pro. So you have to get two of the epics or two of the epic foils to make the pro. And as you can see, the foil cards do have better stats. So for anyone that makes an epic pro at the moment, you could still probably get use out of him, even if you are moving into elite tier, etc., because you need a full team of 25 to play this event. So once we move past Derrick Rose, we now start to move to the kind of cards where I imagine a lot of people will be looking to see not only the images, but to see if they make pros. So you've got a Jabari Parker here, power forward, as you just see, both. He's going to be the epic prime foil and obviously the epic prime regular. So the card itself, he's not a bad card in the tier. As you can see from his stats, really good offense, everything else is pretty level. So it's posterizer there, so he's going to proc in the offense, and the foil will proc in the offense for the team rather than just himself, which is what they do in the regular cards. So the regular cards tend to be just a single person for that person's proc, whereas the epic primes will do it for the team. So sorry, the epic primes, the foils will do it for the team. So that's kind of different. So the foil stats are better, and also the ability essentially is better. So unfortunately for me, I don't think I have a Jabari Parker Epic Prime 4. I'd have to double check that, you know, I'm not sure. But we move on. We've got Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis single. Did I get an Anthony Davis? I don't think I did, you know. I don't think I did. I think this is a single. I will go back and check. If we look at his stats, now Anthony Davis is a very popular NBA player, a very good player, another power forward, which is interesting to see. His stats however do differ a little bit to Jabari Parker if you look overall. Forget the actual value of them, but the weighting. He's obviously very well balanced at the top. Offense, defense, rebounding, all pretty high, and just a lot of a lack there on the playmaking side. A very good card, 3-stat, two-way player. I'm not too sure what the 2 stats are going to be. I'm going to imagine it's probably going to be offense and rebounding. That's going to be my guess. I can't click on the card to tell you. As we come to the 4, it's exactly the same. Again, the top 3 statistics there are very close together, and then his playmaking lacks a bit behind. But he's the kind of card you could use in any composition. If you max him up, get his ability going, you know, if it's offense, defense, rebounding being called, you don't mind using Anthony Davis. He's a pretty safe bet. And as we come up to the event card, here you go, special Dwayne Wade. You're not going to get this card, this image anywhere else unless you get the first event card, okay? Now, obviously it's the same image for both cards. Even if you only got one of these cards, you could still use this image on any of your Dwayne Wade cards. Now, if we look at his stats, he is quite a beast on the offensive part. Now I know Porzingis is pretty much an offensive card, and I can't remember what his stats were as a single card, but I don't think, were they above 550? I can't honestly remember. Rebounding is pretty low, pretty shocking, but that's fine. You kind of expect that. He's not exactly a giant around the rim, and very good playmaking, and still pretty decent defense. So not quite a 1-stat card because he's not only in the offense, he's a triple threat here, which means he's going to give 3 boosts. It's very likely it's got to be offense, defense and playmaking. I'd be very surprised. It could put in rebounding and leave the playmaking out, I suppose. I won't be able to tell until I can actually see the card up close and personal. If you do know the answer to that, please let me know. If you follow the other Dwayne Wade cards, because I don't have one of him yet, with a triple threat, and you can confirm what he actually is going to proc in. He's got the yellow one, so that does suggest it's going to be the playmaking, but what goes along with it, always willing to learn. But I'm going to try and go for those cards. Have I got the team to do so? Well, I'm not too sure, guys. This is what I'm rolling with at the moment, and if I were to just autofill, okay, hello, okay, so that's autofilled at the moment. It says I'm in Elite Plus. Now I am missing a few cards here because I could obviously bring in I can improve my Kemba Walker. I can make another Elite Pro in the form of Jokic to come in. I could remove this James Harden and in fact all these shooting guards, Jimmy Butler, all of them could all go, and I could put in any kind of foil Epic Prime Pro, which would just be out of position. Now, what I'm going to suggest to people, I know this video is a bit longer than I anticipated, but if you want to try and progress through the levels and it starts to get difficult, you do not need to win every single match or every single quarter, okay? You just need to win the majority. So the kind of tactic that people will use is they will pick 2 or 3 positions to put all their best cards in. So for example, I have a few point guards and a few centre forwards here that are pros. So what I would do is I would level up this Kemba Walker as well, and I'd make sure that I had as many of my elite pros in point guard and the centre position, followed by as many of the Epic Prime pros that I could in those positions to make sure that they're fully leveled out. Those 10 slots have my 10 best cards in theory, or as good as my 10 best cards. I would then pick a sub slot, for example, which might be, I don't know, well, it won't be the shooting guard point, for example, because I don't have many good shooting guards naturally, and you want them ideally to be playing in their position so they get the bonus. So I pick, say for example, the small forward or the power forward, and then I would fill those up with my next best cards. And the idea would be that I'd throw away these 2 should we say players when they come up. So when we're on the actual court and it asks you to pick, I'd be throwing away the match or the part of the quarter which involved these cards, and then trying to win with my best cards, because by putting all my best cards in one position, it means that I'm guaranteed to get my best cards come up. If I left it like this, I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards come up in a quarter, and I could lose everything and then be at a massive disadvantage. If I have all my point guards and all my centers as my best cards, I know I'm guaranteed 2 of my top 10 cards to come out regardless. Whether there'll be a card in position or not, I don't know, but I'm guaranteed to get them, and that's going to give me a chance to be able to at least win the matches that I need to win. So for example, lose 2 of the single matches, win 1 single, win 1 of the double match, or throw the double and pick up all 3 single matches to win the quarter. Now I don't need to win every quarter, you just need to win enough of them basically. Okay, so I can show you some of that once we get into the actual gameplay. Hopefully you're still following me, but that's the theory behind it. Now last but not least, we're going to go to the store very quickly, have a look at the packs that are coming up. They have bought, there's a throwback pack here, throwback Thursday pack, okay, where you can get images, cards to 1,000 credits they're charging. Also you've got this new autumn pack, so you celebrate the change of the season with these elusive autumn cards. 2 basic players, epic prime, and 1 basic player. Elite is the best you can get from that 1,000 credits. Now it is going to be very difficult to pro these cards, but they will give you images which you can't get anywhere else. So for the sake of it guys, I'm going to open up 2 of these now, see what I can get. Not that I expect to get anything that I'm going to use or pro, but we're going to go for the images. So first of all, what kind of epic cards are going to be? Is it going to be, there we go, that's pretty good to start with, Nikola Jokic. Now I can put that image straight on that Elite Pro when I get him, which one I probably will do. I actually think, credit where credit's due, these cards look pretty nice. These cards do look pretty dope. They do look better than those regular cards. I like that. I like the look of that card. Maybe it's just his kit as well to go with the blue and the orange. I like it. I like the background, the autumn, the colours. Nice card. Offensive beast. Yep. Pretty happy there. Pretty happy. I could have got an epic. Let's see if I can get another one. Can I get another one? No. Okay, fair enough. DeMarcus Cousins again. I've got the foil version of him. Card looks pretty sick. I can use that image. What I want to try and get now is an elite, because the elites are going to be hardest to get, so those images are going to be the most probably sought after, should we say. Can we get an elite? Can I get an elite image or anything? Oh, we've got a pro. Can you believe it, guys? If I'm going to get an epic prime, I might as well get that. Fair enough. I will pro him and I will use him. We will be seeing him in the Gauntlet. So there we go, level up card. That's some people out there be saying, oh, you're very lucky. Yeah, that was quite lucky, but to be honest with you, I'd rather got a card I didn't have to get the image, because I'm not going to be using epic primes for too long. Now the only good news is obviously they are going to be slightly better than the regular ones. It's not as good as the foils, so it is going to be a trade-off. He's going to be better than a regular epic prime, but not quite as good as a foil. Never mind. I can still use him. I will use him, because he's still going to be in my top 25 cards, or very close to it at least. Let's open one more pack for now, and then we might do some during the event, but I actually do want to get a few hot streaks to try and help me try and get that Dwayne Wade card. So here we go. First of all, it's going to be another epic prime, and it's Sharif Abdurrahim again. Pretty nice, looks pretty good there. Very strong offense, good rebounds, still not bad on defense and playmaking for the card. Obviously they're nowhere near as good. This is offensive stat. Really happy there. We want to get a new card ideally. I don't mind if it's an epic. The reason why I don't mind if it's an epic, because it'll be a new image. It's not the DeMarcus Cousins. So I'll take an epic. Oh, here we go, it's epic prime. It's epic prime. Who's it going to be? And we've got Kyle Lowry. Really cool, really glad to get that. Even more of an offensive beast, a 3-2-4-2 up on him, but yeah, really good playmaking as well. Rebound obviously lacking quite a bit, but that's a nice dual card there. Pick and roll passer, yeah, his playmaking offense has to be dual stat there. Playmaking being the first one, offense going to be in the sub, I guess, for that. pretty happy with that card. Like the image. Let's see, guys, come on, my fingers are crossed. Can I get an elite? Can I get an elite to end it, please? At least it's an epic prime. That's good. Can it be an elite? Yeah. Oh, another pro. Oh, it doesn't want me to get more images. Okay, I can't complain. I can't complain. Many of you out there who open a few of these packs and will be wishing to get a epic pro from it, because sorry, an epic prime pro, because it will help your team, and it still does help my team. Well, anyway, I will come back hopefully during the event, maybe see how it goes. I want to get the event up and running first, see if I've got a chance of getting that Dwayne Wade card, how difficult it's going to be, and I will come and report to you over the course of the weekend. Let me know how you've liked the new update. Do you like the images? What do you think of the Gauntlet? Are you glad that it's back, even if it is technically Road to the Championship? And what do you think of those new images from those autumn cards? Is it worth the 1,000 credits to get yourself a potential pro and some new images? Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I've been MyTyme as ever. Peace out. See you soon.